know his order. All right. Now that the shutdown is seemingly coming to an end without losing your job, all y'all that work for DHS and other places that's been part of this shutdown, I will not contribute to nobody losing their job and getting suspended.
Right.
But
Right.
I just want to know your thoughts. Now that the shutdown has seemingly come to an end without losing your job, how do you feel about it? Starting with you, brother. And I know other people got thoughts.
I think this is what I'm gonna say about politicians and in general. And this is not about to be a political stunt, a political rant. So you don't have to log off. What I
Please
will
don't.
say is when we shut down government wise, everybody need to shut down. Let everybody pockets fill it because I'm gonna tell you something.
That's
Out
big
of sight,
facts.
out of mind. And we was
Yup.
out of sight, out of mind for the DHS for a month and a half, bro. You dig what I mean?
Until one thing happened.
Until all of a sudden, some money came somewhere because people started not coming to work and things got bad and everybody saw
You
the
couldn't
wait
get on
times
your
across
flight
the
on
country.
time. All of a sudden,
Yeah, everybody
stuff
saw
started
it.
to change.
So now money is being affected. Now it's like, okay, let's pay these one words because they really gonna leave. You know what I mean? And then they kind of pacified. And he said seemingly because there was something that came out that's saying it's gonna pass by tomorrow and DHS will be fully open. I don't know where we stand right now because I haven't looked at my emails or any of that since
Right.
I've been off job number one. But yeah, how I feel about it, if you're gonna make one suffer, make everybody suffer. Don't get them politicians they checks. And watch how fast they come to an agreement. And that's hey Hagens, you tripping, bro. Hagens come through like a one word and expect people to be friendly sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But anyway, go ahead, Steve.
Everybody. Want everybody to
Yeah.
be nice. Nah, man. My thoughts on this, man, as someone that knows a lot of people that work for TSA, a lot of my friends and homies and partners I hoop with and everybody, I'm very happy that even the seemingly coming to the end that y'all at least got paid. Dee said this earlier. She's happy because we got paid. You know what I'm saying? She said I'm good too. We finally got paid. So for that point, I'm very happy about that. But we will. I will say this. I fully agree with Rob said. If the government shut down, government should be shut down then. Not just y'all, because I think it literally happened. Y'all were out of sight and out of mind. Period. Until other cities and people decided, okay, I ain't showing up no more if I ain't getting paid. Or whatever it was, and people was having trouble, and lines were backed up outside the cities, like New Orleans, like affected people we know, like other areas affected, Atlanta, other big cities where they were greatly affected by that because of that. And it's part of business, and I get it, and it's two parties working together trying to get something done for people that ain't them. And that's the sad part about it. I think, what if you didn't have reserves? What if you didn't have ways to get loans? What if your landlord or whoever or your mortgage company was not willing to work with you? Because someone might be like, man, look, man, I didn't make you get that job. You signed up to pay this mortgage. You signed up to pay this rent. I don't care nothing about y'all being shut down. I need where my money at. And listen, you could say they're wrong for that, but they ain't their rights. They ain't got nothing to do with who you work for. And that's not cool. So I think that should be thought about when particular parties are arguing and beefing about, okay, where this money coming from or who gonna foot the bill. Because when one person make a decision like, nah, we gonna get it done, magically it appears. Why can't it magically appear while y'all debate and have temporary funds while you're trying to get a deal together and then go back to the regular funds? Because that's seemingly what has happened now to get y'all caught up, so to speak, or close to caught up, or get y'all just back to working. Whatever it may be, you ain't got to share the details if you don't want to. But I'm just saying, like, why not? Why is there not provisional funds while there's negotiating going on? Because that seemed like that should happen. Because if the government is shut down, then ICE, all these border patrol, all these folks need to be shut down. And I guarantee you, shutdown ain't gonna last that long if everybody ain't getting paid. Go ahead, bro.
This is what I'll say, and I don't know this to be true. I didn't get no email. I'm not giving y'all no insider government information. What I'll say about this is, when it comes to the budgeting part and how like you said, reserves and whatnot, I don't know. You dig what I mean? All I know is you stopped us from getting paid, and they knew first of the month. It's the first of the month, and one words was gonna be packing their trucks and getting up. And what I mean by that, new jobs. because you can't play with livelihood. So it's a pacifier. You
Right.
know, let's
Right.
give them their money and shut them up and give them a little bit. And it's still some things working in the back that I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
into, but okay, we got our checks, and that's a pacified check because we need y'all to pay y'all bills so y'all can continue to come to work. Let me get a hand clap real quick, man. I got to do this real quick. No, that ain't for the government. That's for all of my officers, all the D officers, everybody at TSA Lambert. Let me tell you something. We showed up and showed out because they kept coming to work, bro. I want to thank everybody. No, seriously, man. I want to thank all the traveling public. The donations was unbelievable, man. From food to money to gift cards, like that stuff was unbelievable, and the community came together. Now that we done switched on and people found out we got paid, oh, them words back to that little frowny face that Hagen's got on. And it switched off so quick. They be like, "Oh, we so sorry to you. I can't stand y'all."
Why I gotta take my
But
shoes off? Why I gotta do
right,
this or whatever?
but all jokes aside, they do need to have some type of reserve. And they were able to get it because they saw what was about to happen. When you talk about
Right.
4-hour waits out in Atlanta, let people had not got paid to pay their mortgage, their rent, their child care, because some folks do live to check. And I agree with D. Some people need to learn how to budget, but it's hard to budget when we just came out of a shutdown and not everybody has two incomes. Not everybody
Right.
has this. And if that's your primary and you're living from check to check and the check stopped and you're still trying to bounce back, you can't get a loan after you've already pulled a loan.
Right.
And that's
Right.
the type of stuff that folks not understanding. You can bring your lunch all you want to, you can do all that, but when it's all said and done, you need petrol,
Yep.
gas for those who don't know what that is. You
Yep.
dig what I mean? You need food. If you got multiple kids with a Z like I did or do, they all
Right.
older now. That's why I say it
Yeah.
did, because they got jobs. So I don't have
Right.
to, I don't
Got
have
their
little
own money.
babies anymore. They got their
Right.
own money and or whatever the case may be, except for the one just getting ready to graduate. But yeah, man, it's different. And being in that position, yeah, I'm trusting in the Lord. I did. And I said it on here. I praise God for peace. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell y'all something. I still can see now.
You ain't lying.
I'm
Right.
seeing, and I'm seeing like I didn't have to get a loan either time. Praise God. I didn't have to borrow any money. But I also know how to put the plow to the dirt and go get extra money and do what I need to do.
All right, D said it sucked. I had a lot of officers who need to learn how to save money. I understand living from paycheck to paycheck, but learn from it, and put something aside. Rob was kind of speaking to that a little bit earlier. Then D agreed with you. Yes, we did. Had the best attendance. That's what's up. Listen, man. I agree with D, and I also agree with Rob. Both sides. You know, I think a lot of y'all officers are young people. You know what I'm saying? 20s, 30s. Sometimes it takes people to their 40s and 50s for to learn how to handle money. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't come from environments where learning how to handle money wasn't taught. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can speak for myself. I didn't grow up in an environment where learning how to money was taught. I had to learn myself. Life had to teach me.
Yeah.
You know, my dad didn't show me, you know, nothing against my daddy. I love him dearly, but my dad didn't show me, okay, you need to put back for this, son. You need to do this. You need to do this. What I learned how to, man, you put something on that thing.
Put something
Keep
on
the
it.
lights on. Put something on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this how you work this. You tell them, can you pay the interest or whatever? You keep this thing. I'm not saying he literally showed me that. He showed me that by actions. You feel what I'm saying? And I have to learn the other way by actions, my own self. Like, oh, okay. Well, you know, put this on auto pay. For me, the biggest freedom was auto pay, because once I got to the point where I had enough money to pay all my bills, then I had to take away the willingness for my own self to want to keep my own money, because it's hard for me to be like, well, I just made this money. It's my money. I don't want to pay nobody. So when I took that option away, everything changed. Like I said before on here, before my credit got good, I had no idea. I went to go get a car in the mindset of not having good credit. And I was blown away because they said, yeah, driving for a weekend. I'm looking like, who you talking to? What? Driving for the weekend? I've been told we gonna drive around the block and I'm riding in the front seat. That's what I was used to. You know what I'm saying? So when they said take it for the weekend, it's like, I'm looking at Crystal like, what's wrong with these folks? We didn't know. But for me, the saving grace was auto pay, because I would keep my money, because I didn't want to get nobody else my money. It was my money. I worked for it. So that worked for me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as for the officers in general, man, this is this could be very hard, man. Like I remember COVID, the closest thing I could feel or relate to with you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
is
for
COVID
sure, for
and
sure.
working hard, man. And like I went from I had Rob, I had you and Rick. I had you, Rick. So I
Ronnie?
had like almost 5 to 6 workers, and I went down to
Yep,
2. It
yep,
went down to 2 instantly,
yep.
and neither one of us was getting paid, or we were getting paid like half our pay. And we both was loyal and we stayed to it, but it was hard, man. That was very like we didn't get paid for a while, and then when we got paid, it was reduced pay. You know what I'm saying? And that was very, very hard. So to even that small way that I relate to that, man, I couldn't imagine, man. So to be able to stand on it and to be able to stand on it and be able to last and have faith for that, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to all y'all.
Yeah,
And salute to you. I know you. I know you standing on faith for everybody else who stood on faith. Because sometimes when your money ain't right, all you got is faith. That's hard. Now, it's better to have faith and money though. Let's say that. You know what I'm saying?
it is.
It's
Because
much
I
better
was
for
still
that.
making one word moves while we was shut down.
Yeah. Wifey say would local TSA be open for budgeting and training education for officers? I wonder y'all probably already got something like that, I would imagine.
Nah, they don't. But I would what I
Yeah.
would say is if you offer the class, I can offer it to an officer and they'll have to do it on their own because the red
Right.
tape of doing it locally with local TSA, it has to go to headquarters, get vetted, then come back down. You got to get vetted.
Yeah.
It's a lot of red tape. A lot of people make fun of TSA and fail to realize it is a federal position. You
Yes.
know, and I'm not talking to
It's real
Christian. I'm talking
government.
about in general. It's government workers. So
Yeah.
I was speaking with someone yesterday, and it was like, "Dang, y'all shut down again?" No clue.
Right.
No clue because the
Right.
rest of the government is open, so they had no clue. We just up there like, how come everybody keep bringing y'all food? Because we ain't getting paid one word. That's
Right.
why. That's why the
Right.
donations are coming and stuff like that. But that's why I also wanted to give the traveling public, the staff at Lambert, like we did our thing. We came, yeah, people had attitudes, but rightfully
Yeah.
so. You know what I mean? But
I think
I
it's
want to go
important to
back
give
to
people
go ahead.
flowers though when they need it.
Yeah,
I think it's
it
very
is very,
important
very
after
important.
something like this. Go ahead, bro. Go back to who?
You have to. I want to go back to as far as what I say about what I think about what happened to Tyler Perry. Atlanta did allow them to keep that gift card, and I'm glad that they did
Yeah.
because yeah, we got paid. But what I will say, you got to remember when you get paid in a lump sum like that, there's this thing called taxes. So it busts you in your head so
Right.
hard that you still
Lump
playing
taxes.
catch up.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? You still playing catch up, but you know things will be okay.
All right, D said my mom used to tell us that she could only write one check a week, even though she could have written more. She told us this was all she could do, but she was
She was
saving.
saving.
Yep.
And I
Taught you
think that's
well.
so.
Go
She
ahead,
taught
bro.
you very well. And then this is what I'll tell you. The one thing I saw when the faucet got turned on, almost half my staff, to include myself with my little cheese fries, was at Shake Shack. You dig what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Like it was popping in the bag. It was all Shake Shack bags.
Yeah.
But we have to learn how to do what C said earlier when he on his what's good. When you have these times and things are because for us as workers, we know okay, they signed this, we good into October, and we right back at a budget and trying to figure out are they gonna sign the budget for us to get paid again?
Right.
And you can call us a fool, but I tell you what, long haul. I've been in this mode for 24 years with the government. 24, that's half my life. You dig? And
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I don't have nothing bad to say because it's put me in places and positions that I never thought I would be in. I've
Mm-hmm.
went to cities for traveling for work that I never would have went to Minneapolis and went to the Mall of America. TSA took me
Right.
there. I never would have went to Atlantic City. TSA took me there. You know what I mean? It's cities that
Yeah.
I've seen from this where it turned into a career as opposed to just a job.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah, man.
for everybody who held on to so I don't go down this rabbit hole. Now that it's over with, how do I feel about it? Politicians that make decisions for the masses, I think they need to feel it. And not just the airline saying we're not going to
You
give
ain't
you
lying.
your perks. I think your check need to be gone. You know,
Absolutely.
Stephen A. Smith said this the shutdown that happened back before Thanksgiving. Y'all are all up here with your heads up high, and it doesn't affect you. Why? Because y'all are gonna get paid come Monday. These other
Mm-hmm.
folks, they're not getting paid. And y'all are up here talking and debating back and forth over foolishness while the
Right.
rest of the world, the real life people, are not getting paid. And he got up and walked off the set. Salute to him. That was the
Yeah.
first shutdown. Understand, this is the third shutdown in the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to deal with, man, mental
Mm-hmm.
wise.
And I think, and we're gonna move on after this, man. I think it's very irresponsible to just and I ain't gonna say the people, but the people within the Senate and the government don't just blame that on Trump. And what I mean, like y'all can, but I'm saying the people that's in there, oh no, we're doing this because we don't like the president. Like that ain't cool because you playing with people money. You know what I'm saying? Because some of this is just because they don't like the president, so they reject anything he say. You feel what I'm saying? Like beyond the lines. I'm not saying us people that in the working field. I'm talking about the people that's making these votes. They're shooting things down and just throwing it down because they just don't like him. And you playing with people's lives, bro. Like that ain't cool, man. So I'm glad. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm gonna say something to Hagen in a minute.
Say, man, I'm glad that y'all got something. I pray that it actually ends soon. And yeah, bro. Go ahead.
No. Hagen's was like I came a long way from Kinko's. Hagen's been here around before TSA when I was a delivery driver at Kinko's, and now here I am. So you're right, little bro. Me and your nephew was having that conversation where I came from to where I'm at now.
I want to put up what D said, man. I want to salute her for this. She said, me too, 2 more years to retirement. Salute to you for that, sis. And then she said, along with 6 years as a veteran and 30 years of government service. That's what's up. Yeah. You know what that deserves, bro?
It does.
Big salute, sis. Wifey says, vote. Pay attention to who's running for office federally, locally, and etc. Vote. Yes, and what she's talking about, not just for the president, your areas, because these votes happen every year. We don't think about it. We think it's every 4 years, but votes for local stuff, like your local community, like I stay in Overland, votes for Overland happen every year. Votes for your community, wherever your community, whether it's Florissant, Chesterfield, wherever you stay or whatever. Well, I'm speaking for the St. Louis area. This stuff happens every year, dog. Every year. So we got to vote. I got to get on it too, my own self.
Yeah, same here, because, I mean, the bottom line is I just don't have time to understand who the circuit judge at the blah, 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 and then we messing around and putting the judge
about what's happening.
Yeah, we messing around and putting the judge in there who throwing the book at every young black man that come in with dreads, but then the same any other race that do the same exact thing, they getting a smack on the wrist with with community service. So it is important that we pay attention to it. It's just so much to follow. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not a politic type guy. I don't at all.
Me neither. But it's important since I own
property.
It's
very
you
important.
Own property. A lot of people on here watching own property. It matters. It matters for your way of living. It matters for, and I say this too, man. And people that know me, man, I was very against getting a house for a long, long time. And I finally got me one. I've had one before. I had multiple before, but I was very much against getting one again until a few years ago. And I think about this all the time, man. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm trying to go in my community. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to put money in my community. I stay in this community. And I had to think about that all the time because I end up going to the grocery store for the community just a step over, only because it's more convenient for me. But I got to think about, okay, let me shop and do this over here. Let me do this over here and put this money over here because I'm trying to build up my community. I don't know why. I don't know why you laughing.
No, I hear you, bro. But you ain't been to Sam's and Walmart on West Florissant, cuz.
Overland ain't beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it ain't better.
I go early in the morning, but in the middle of the day, my guy,
ain't gonna get no better without putting no money into it, though. It won't get no better without putting some money into it, bro. It take money. No,
I'm joking, but I'm just understanding why certain people choose not to go.
I've been to the Walmart by your house, and I understand.
No, that Walmart cool. The one by the crib is cool. I'm talking about West Florissant.
On West Florissant.
On West Florissant. Sam's, and if you go in the morning, you straight.
Yeah, go before 10.
Go before 10.